My advice to budding entrepreneurs would be really to focus on the problem that you're trying to solve, but be very flexible in terms of how the solution looks, because ultimately it's going to be your clients that are paying for your solution. So you need to be ready to listen to them and also be open-minded so that you can build a commercially viable product that will fit their needs.
Be open to pivot, so things will not always go to plan and you'll need to adjust as you go along. And have a strong support network around you, because you'll need that, particularly in the early phases, to have that additional support.
I think it's important to have some type of sector expertise in the industry that you're operating in as an entrepreneur. For instance, I come from a medical background where I was a medical doctor, and that has been invaluable for me in terms of launching a healthcare company.
It is really not about going out there and running. It is about going out there and talking to people, listening to what their needs are, what their pain points, understanding how they behave, and what are the current solutions that they are using, because that's what is going to help you create a better version of your product.
I think entrepreneurs need to be able to network effectively across all kinds of stakeholders and communities that they may have access to in order to really squeeze the most value out of the relationships they can.
If you're starting a business from scratch with very limited resources, you're going to need to rely on a lot of people. You're going to need to get the best or even just get a little bit out of a lot of people. Mixed with that, you also have to be incredibly resilient. So as an entrepreneur, you'll get a lot of no's. Your idea will be met with a lot of skepticism along the way. And persevering through that is so important. Focus on the end goal, and focus on that long-term goal, and make sure that you're lining up the steps, or at least taking the steps towards getting through that on a daily basis, and not getting too dispirited is really important.
You have to focus on your vision, not on the monetary value of the potential of your business. It has to go beyond monetary value, because it's a tough journey.
The ability to actually formulate a clear vision and strategy is something that's really important, and I'm really proud to work with Vishnu because the team follows that strategy and he's a good leader when it comes to that.
Be prepared for hardship. If you're not prepared to forego a lot of the niceties that you may be accustomed to and may be enjoying very much, please don't go down this pathway. But if you like the hardship, you enjoy the rewards of the small satisfactions, of the small wins that become bigger wins, then it's extraordinarily rewarding.
I'd advise people wanting to be an entrepreneur that they should not focus too much on their own ideas all the time. Quite often it's worthwhile speaking to other people, listening to what their ideas are. Even I worked with a company last year for free for a bit of time as a startup, just to get in the environment and see what happens. So when you do have your idea, or if you do have a chance to set something up, you're ready and you know what to do.